Hello guys, welcome to Moke's Tasty Kitchen. Let's cook some seafood okra soup without oil. First, we have basil leaves, we have fresh prawns, we have fresh fish, we have fresh pepper, but you can choose to use the dry pepper as well. We have blended crayfish, we have some beef tripe, I just wanted to put that. We have small periwinkles and large periwinkles, but you can choose to use either or. You don't have to use them both. We have seasoning cubes. We have mushrooms. Those are the best for okra soup. We have okra, and we have salt, and lastly we have some onions. So let's start cooking. First, cut up the onions. After you're done, you go ahead and cut up the pepper. You can also blend the pepper if you want to, but I like to see my pepper in my soup, especially okra soup. First, place the pot on the stove and then add your tripe. If you don't have tripe and you only have the fresh fish, you can pour in your fresh fish at this time and get ready to season your fish or your tripe. The first thing you're going to do is to season it with salt. After seasoning it with salt, you are going to season it with seasoned cubes. I choose to use 3 cubes based on the quantity of the tripe and also the things I'm going to be adding afterwards. Alright, so after seasoning it with salt and the seasoning cubes, at this point I'm going to pour in my pepper. Just gonna put just enough. And then I'm going to put in my onions. And once I'm done putting that in, I'm going to make sure that I stir it. Give it a good stir, and then after that, cover it and allow it to steam. So while my tripe is steaming, I am going to move on to cutting my okra. I'm going to chop it up in small pieces. So you want to cut it exactly the way you like it. Some people like it round, but this is exactly the way I like it. And this is the final result of my okra. You want to cut up enough based on the quantity of soup. So I am checking on my tripe. At this point, I am going to need to add some water. So just add water bit by bit and keep, cooking it until you get the right texture of the meat. So once my tripe is done, I am going to add my fish. I'm going to cover it and allow it to cook for a few minutes. Once my fish is done, I am going to get them all out. The reason I am getting them all out is so that they don't crumble into the pot. I am going to add them back into the soup later on. So now that I have removed all the fishes, I'm going to go ahead and pour in my large periwinkles. Pour in my small periwinkles and give it a good stir. After that, I am going to pour in my fresh prawns. and stir. Then I am going to cover the pot, allow it to cook until that is done. Then I add some water. And after that, I add a little bit of salt. So make sure you test your food to make sure that you get the desired taste that you need. So at this point, once that is done, I'm going to pour in my crayfish and stir it. And then I'm going to pour in my onions. The reason I'm putting the onions last is because I want to have that flavor, that onion flavor strong in the soup. If you put the crayfish after that, then it's going to basically have more of the crayfish flavor than the onions. So at this point I am adding my seasoning cubes, more seasoning cubes. I'm going to give it a good stir. And test it again, make sure that I have the right taste. And then I pour in my okra. I will go ahead and stir it. Allow it to cook for a bit. And then pour in my mushrooms. And then give it a good stir. You always want to make sure that you taste your cooking. You want to make sure that the salt is right, the crayfish is right, the seasoning is right, and all of the ingredients blends together to give you the desired taste. At this point, I'm adding my fresh pepper to the soup and then stirring it. Okay, at this point, I am going to go ahead and add my basil leaves to the soup. You can put as much as you want. So after you put the basil leaf, go ahead and give it a good stir. And this is prior to introducing or reintroducing the fish back into the pot. So I'm going to go ahead and add my fish. And once I add my fish back into the soup, notice that I am not giving it a hard stir because I do not want it to crumble. And now my soup is ready to be served. That looks delicious and fresh. You can definitely eat this soup with any type of swallow, preferably pounded yam. You can also use gari, you can use oatmeal fufu, or whatever type of swallow that you have. That is amazing. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, share, and comment below. Your feedback will be appreciated. And also, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more amazing cooking videos. Have a blessed day. Bye.